Okay. IP address, and important one is IPv4 address. Here we discussing about IPv4 address. We already discussed about difference between IPv4, IPv6 and all, but now we are going with the IP addresses. IP addresses is again IPv4 is 32-bit, 2 to the power of 32. How much?
4.3 billion.
4.3 billion IP addresses we are getting. So it is a 32-bit in a binary, but we are representing in decimal format. But how we writing a decimal format? Guys, look at IPv4 writing like this. Divided into 4 parts. The total number, okay, total 32-bit number is divided into 4 parts. So 32 by 4, how much?
8.
8, right? So 8 bits. Each part is 8 bit. This is the 8 bit. This is 8 bit. This is 8 bit, like this. So better write here like this. Okay. The first one is 8 bit. Next one is 8 bit number. Next one is 8 bit number. Next one is 8 bit number. And what is this called a dot? This is a dot. This represent dot. So your 32-bit IPv4 binary is divided into 4 parts. Each part is 8 bit. Okay. Because of its 8 bit, we call that one as a octet. Because it's 8 bit, we call that one as a octet. Octet means 8 bits. Octet means 8 bits. So each one is a 1 octet. Each one is a octet. So what is the size of this octet? So first of all, what is the size of this octet? No. Yeah. What is the size of this octet? We'll write 8 bit, right? So first 8 bit. So each part is like this. Starting number is 0000000 in a binary, which is equivalent to 0 in decimal. Next number is like this. Next number is like this. Okay, 8 bits. I'm writing a 8-bit kind of stuff. 000010 0000100. If it is, yeah, sorry, 11. This is 3. This represent 2. It keep going like this. So it's keep on going like increasing. The final number is like 111. 1110 is 254. The last number is like this. It's 255. What is the next number? This is the next number. Okay, this is the next number. This is a 256. This is a 256. If you look at here, this is 9 bits. This is 9 bits. This is 8 bit, final one. Next one is 9 bits. So our range is 0 to 255 only. Each octet size is how much? 0 to 255 only. 0 to 255. Each octet size is 0 to 255. Each octet size is 0 to 255. Its meaning is first one is first octet. First octet. First part we call it as the first octet. Guys, remember each and thing, and not just remembering. When you are spelling it, this is the first octet, this is second octet, like that. So you can able to remember and easy to understand also. And fourth octet. So the first one is first octet, second octet, third octet, fourth octet. Each octet size is 0 to 255. It means it's a 0 to 255. So why? Because of when you see an IP address, look at that IP address and see if it is a more than 255. If it is a more than 255 and it is not a valid IP address. Okay. So your IP addresses are look like this one. So starting IP address is this one. Is a starting IP address in decimal format. 0.0.0 in a decimal, that is the starting IP address, first IP address. Next IP address is like this. Next IP address is like this. So it will keep going. So you can type so many IP address like this. So you can keep typing like this. And finally, like not finally, it's keep going on 254. 255. What is the next IP address? Anyone guess? 255 what number? After 255 what number?
Again 0 things.
Very good. So
0.
after 99 what number? Again it is become 00 because 1 will be there here, right? After 999, sorry,
Yes.
after 199, 99 becomes 0, 2 will be go to here. Okay, same sequence. 0 dot 0 dot 1 dot 0. So 255 become 0 and 1 will be added here. And it is also keep going. I keep going. Zero dot 1 dot 254 0 dot 255. So this is end of IP this part. Again 0 dot 2 dot 0. It is like happens. It keep going. The circle will keep going like that. Next one is 0 dot 0 dot 254 dot 255. Then it is become a 0 dot 0 255 dot 0 and 0 dot 255 sorry 255 1. So finally it reaches 255 254 255 255 0 dot 1 dot 0 dot 0. The circle will go like this only till the time you got a last one is like this. Like this. So you start IP address from 0 dot 0 dot 0 to ending of IP address is 255 dot 255 dot 255. Once all the octets are become all 255, there is no further IP address. There is no further IP address. 0 to 255 in each octet, not more than that one. So can you tell me what is the range of IPv4 address? Total range of IPv4 address 0 dot 0 dot 0 dot 0 is starting. What is the ending?
255.
255.
Very good. So this is starting IP address and this is the ending of IP address. So it is finished. So there is a small thing is like identify which IP address is valid. So here it is like this. So for example, 10 dot 200 dot 240 dot 1. Is it valid IP address or not?
Yes, yes, sir, valid.
Yes, sir, valid.
Because
Valid, sir.
no octet is higher than
255.
255.
okay. So for example, I took a 1 dot 257 dot 300 dot 20 dot like this.
It's
Obviously,
not a valid.
Invalid.
Not a valid.
more than 255, more than 255. Anyway, more than 255. Okay. Now it is okay. Okay. Like this. Compulsory, you must know valid IP or not a valid IP. You know, so even English serial, I watch one English serial, this guy will tell IP address of the particular location. So some person 400 dot 300 dot 200 dot 1 something he told. Okay, dot. So why 400 is scale? Okay, so it's a by serial. It is of course that technically they want to put some numbers like that. So any region in the entire world, only one schema is there, that is called 0 to 255 in each octet. Okay, if it is a IPv6, then it is a different one. But in IPv4, so it is compulsory. You are following like this. IPv4 means each octet must be between 0 to 255. Of course, other rules and regulations are there. That is we will see, guys. The IP address range is 0 to 0 to 0 dot 0 dot 0 to 255, 255, 255. This range is divided into classes. Okay, totally 5 classes. Divided into 5 classes. Total your IPv4 is divided into 5 classes. Okay, and there is a question is why IPv4 is divided into classes. This is the question. Okay, while thing also we can able to explain to why we divide IPv4 into classes. You know, this is a total range of IP addresses are there, but the total size of these IP addresses is 4.3 billion IP addresses only. Okay, so if 4 billion IP addresses, 4 billion hosts are there, 4 billion devices are there, no problem. We can assign one by one IP address, no problem. Single shot, 4 billion IP address, 4 billion devices are there. You can assign it, no problem. But it is not like that, no. So we have a different network. I have a home in only 5-6 IP address are required. Maybe 10 IP address required. In my office, in a Pune office, we required 50 maximum IP addresses we required because we have a 30 to 60 maximum computers. 60 also optional because we run one batch at a time, 30 maximum computers we use it. So 30 IP addresses and me, Charan sir and front office, mobile phone and laptops totally maximum 50 IP addresses are very high. You know, coming to Hyderabad office, IT company, IT organization, lot of staff members, morning, afternoon, night, 24 hours computers are running. So compulsory, their laptops, desktops, IP telephones are there. So compulsory more IP addresses required, more than 500 IP addresses are required. Okay, so different places, different personally or maybe a different places, different organizations required a more number of IP addresses. Some organizations required less, some required more. Some organizations required a 5,000 IP addresses. Some organizations required a 10,000 IP addresses. Okay, so the private IP address, public communication required, no public communication required. So we use different techniques to communicate, right? So the total number of IP addresses is not enough to for an entire world also. So we are using assigning IP address depends upon the number of IP required by organization or by person, and as well as we divide IP address not only in the classes, also in a private and public classes also we divide. Okay, not a just ABCD classes, also we divide IP addresses into private and public IP addresses. So why we need a private and public? So internally, I have 100 computers. All 100 computers want to communicate each other, not require any public communication. Only 100 to 100 computers will communicate each other. That's it. So I don't require any public IP address here. Only private is enough. Okay. So no collision, no problems will occur. So like that, that is a private network. Public network, for communicating from one network to another network, we need a IP address. Public IP address is required, which is very unique in the nature. Means one public IP address is not given to any other organizations. Okay, there is a lot of things are there. So when I come to private and public, I will explain it. So why we are dividing the IP address into classes and private and public IP addresses is for best utilization of number of IP addresses. For a best utilization of number of IP addresses based on the network, and network sizes. So it is based on network and the network size. Based on network and network sizes, we divide the IP addresses. But important is classes. Class A IP address, class B, class C, class D, class E. That's it. 5 classes. So these are the 5 classes are there. Okay. The class A important point is how to tell, that is, guys, identify identification of class of IP address based on first octet of IP address. Okay, first octet of IP address. For example, you have a IP address, guys. I said first octet, second octet, third octet, like this. You know, some people will tell like this: first octet is W, X, Y, Z. For easy to understand, like this is, some people do not it is not attractive but original. It is attractive, right? W, X, Y, Z. First one is W, next one is Y, X, Y, Z. This is a little bit attractive, easy to understand. That's why some people will tell W, X, Y, Z. But you must know both the things, and this is the compulsory know. First octet, second octet, third octet. Okay, compulsory you should know. So it is like a, you know, based on this W, X, Y, Z. So as I said, based on the W value, you can understand it's a class A or a class B, class C or class D or class C. Okay. So based on the W value or a first octet value. Okay. So look at the first octet always. look at the first octet, and whatever the value of the second and third and fourth one, ignore it. Later we can see. This is only for this overall. We have to verify it's valid or not. Okay. Next one we have to verify the first octet is based on that. Is it a class A, class B, or class C? Okay. So only one octet we have to verify. It means only 8 bits. Okay. So first octet means 8 bit. Second octet is also 8 bit. So this range, 8 bit range only there. The range is 0 to 255 range only. So class A range is also same thing. 8 bit range, not 255 range, 8 bit range only. So the class A is the starting of class A is 0. So represented in binary is 0.0000, like 8 zeros are there. Remember, first one, right? First one is class A. The first one, the first 0 is, you have to keep it like this. The first one will be same, no difference. So only this part will be changed. The first MSB, okay, the first bit is not changes, remaining will changes to ones. All are these become ones. That's it. This is the range. The range is 0 to 127. Guys, certain textbooks shows 1 to 126. Both are correct. This is the original range, complete range. This is the textbook range or a valid range kind of stuff. Why 0? 0.0.0.0 is reserved for some services. Okay, example like DHCP. Okay, so this is reserved, and also we don't use this IP address. We don't use means we don't assign to adapter. Understand, guys? We don't assign to system or a device or a PC. Okay, so we don't assign. Next one is 127.0.0.1. Which IP address it is?
B.
Localhost or a loopback IP address used for testing purpose, okay, or a local access purpose only. It is reserved for a, it is also reserved IP address. So we don't use it, and also we don't use the series in here. So we don't assign. We don't use means we don't assign to our adapters directly. Of course, IPPA also no use. We don't assign any IPPA range. So 254.0.0 series completely this part we don't use it. If you okay, this is IPPA range, automatic private IP address. This is IPPA range, so we don't use it. We don't assign these IP addresses to our systems, okay, directly. So that's why important thing is here in this explanation why certain textbooks or internet shows class E is 1 to 126, even if I said 0 to 127 based on the value calculation, because of we don't use 0.0.0 series because it is reserved for certain services. Okay, and also the permanent reserved is 127.0.01. So that is for loopback or a localhost IP addresses. That's why they don't write it, but original range is like this. Next, 128, it is like this. Okay, so here it is class B. The first two is be like this only. So no change in the first two bits or first two MSB bits, not changing. Remaining become all these become ones, like range, right? So become, so this is 128. The range is 191. The value of this one is 191. Value of this one is 191. Next, the next number of this one is like this, 1100. Guys, it is nothing but a numbering system. Just I am writing in a binary, but it is a numbering system. Since this is a 0, so this 0 become 1. That's it. Like 10,999. What is the next number? 11,000, right? Same concept. Okay, same concept. 11, 0. The first, this is a class C is the third one. The first three are same constant. Remaining is become ones. So 191 is 223. This is the value of this one, 223. Next one is 1110. This is the value. Next. Okay. I'm not creating anything, guys. I'm just following numbers, zeros like this. So this is the value is 127. Next value is this one. Like after 99, 100. Same thing. All are ones become zeros and this is become 1. And I put this one as a constant. Okay. And I make this one as ones. I put a writing a number. Next number is this one. Next number is this one. In the ranges. This is the fourth one. The first 4 is constant, means no changes, and remaining become ones. Okay, so 224. Next one is 239. The value of this one is 239. The class E. The class E is the next number is 111000. This is we don't need to do anything, just all are ones. It's the finishing one. So 242, 255. Okay, guys, this is multicast range. Multicast range. This is called a multicast range. This is R&D, research and development department. So we use a specific certain R&D purposes or maybe certain reserved purposes. Okay, it is also reserved for certain things, so we don't use it. Okay, it is a we don't use it also. Okay, we don't use it, we don't assign. So we don't assign multicast addresses also. We don't assign multicast IP addresses and class C. Okay, multi-class, like a class D, we don't use it, and also we don't use class E. Also, we don't use it. So remember that one. And what is these three things? What is three things? Okay. Class D is a multicast address. Class A, B, C are unicast address. Okay, maybe some people get a doubt, sir. You didn't tell what is unicast, what is multicast. Okay, what is broadcast, and what is unicast? Unicast not required. Okay, unicast means one-to-one communication. It's not like simplex, guys. It's a one-to-one communication means addressing a one to another one, right? So I want to ask a question. Okay, unicast. I want to ask a question. There is a Bharat is there. Yeah, really in our list, Bharat is there. Yeah, Bharat Kumar is there, right? So
Yes.
I'm asking Bharat, right? What is unicast? So the question is like this. So Bharat, what is unicast? So I addresses Bharat, right? I ask a question to whom I'm asking question? Bharat. Okay. Who is asking? Me asking, right? Address. So one-to-one communication. Address the particular device or a person or a system. So we are addressing the particular one, a specific one, that is called a unicast addressing. Okay, address the particular person. So that is called a one-to-one communication. Multicast is like a group chatting type. Multicast is like a group communication type. Meaning is we are all a one group. Like now we are all in the same classroom, right? So um, yeah, it's a very simple WhatsApp message group. Okay, so here is like a batch one service desk is there. When I put a message, who can able to view the message? Only this group people only can able to get the message. If I send a message in a batch 13, so only batch 13 people can able to get the messages. So that is called usually like a multicast addressing. Multicasting means only a specific group of devices or a system communicate each other, addressing them. So same address for all the people, same address. Address is same for all the peoples. Okay. Broadcast. Broadcast means to any, to all communication, irrespective of what group you are belongs to it, irrespective of what address you have it. Everyone listen. That is broadcast to everyone, to all, or to everyone. So that is called a broadcast. Okay, so this is the classes ranges, guys. Actually, there is more about IP v4 is there. So that is we'll continue in afternoon. 1 second, just wait 1 second. Sorry guys, sorry for the disturbance. Okay. Okay, so this is the ranges, guys. Always remember the range, guys. I given a 0 to 1 kind of stuff. Whatever it may be, the important thing to remember when it comes to the IP address and classes. So there is a 5 classes: class A, class B, class C, class D. Why I'm typing like this? Yeah, it's times up, right? So that's some. Okay. So what is the class A range? 0 to 1 to 126, 0 to 127. Okay. Class A range. Okay. The class B range. So why it is okay.
28 to
Guys, in the
190.
class B range.
128 to
128 to 191.
Very good.
192 to 223.
223. Very good.
3. 224 to
224
239.
to 239.
Very good.
240 to
240
55.
to 255.
Very good. See, that's it. So when it is comes to the classes, so tell me the IP address classes and ranges. 5 classes: class A, class B, class C, class D, class E. So class A 0 to 127 or a 1 to 126. Class B 128 to 191, Class C 192 to 223, Class D 224 to 239, and Class E 240 to 255. Okay, so compulsory. Remember, if you cannot able to remember, by heart it. So I don't mind about anything. Okay, remember compulsory. Okay, so any specific class also you are able to tell, guys. I am telling class B range 128 to 191, class D range 224 to 239. So normally whole we can able remember. A specific is difficult to tell, but still practice it. Okay, don't worry. So only 3 examples I will ask. Okay, we can identify a class. Okay, identify the which class of IP address. It is 80.9. 200.192. Which class it is?
Class
Class.
A.
Class A.
How to see? Only look at the first octet. Never look at this one and this one and this one. Okay. Only look at the first octet only. Okay.
Class B.
Class B.
Very good. Class B. Look at the 180. 180 is between this one only. 80 is between this one. 180 is between this one. It is belongs to class B. 194 dot 10 dot 180 dot 200.
Class C.
C.
Compulsory. So when you look at the IP address, look at the first octet and check the range of that one. So it is a class. Okay. So when you see any IP address like this,
Class E.
so first 255, it means it's a class E multicast address. Immediately can identify it is a class C. So this is about your IPv4, not yet finished. IPv4 part 2 is also there. So still there is a networking. This is identification of classes. Next one is how to identify which network it is. Same network, different network, subnet mask wise you have to calculate. And also there is a private IP address range, public IP address range is also there. Yes, I will explain the private IP and public IP again, but I want to put a private IP address range is there. Public IP address is nothing but which is not private, that is public. Okay, so in a classes wise also it is there. Class wise also there. Class B. So class A private IP address range is 10.0.0.0. If you search in a certain websites and all, you will get in a little bit different because it shows one, it shows 254. I will tell you why, but this is complete range. Complete range. So first I'm giving a complete range, then only we'll see that one. Okay, 172.31.255. This is the class B private IP address range. 192.168.0.0 to 192.168.255. This is the class B private IP address range. Subnet mask also there. Subnet mask is also there, so that's also better. That is all. Next first one, once we are came back in afternoon classes, so the first one we will discuss about a subnet mask only. Okay, but just I'm giving only for detailing purpose into one. So This is the subnet mask. So we without heading. Okay, subnet mask compulsory explanation is there. Before that one, what is network and all. Default subnet mask. You should not say subnet mask. It's a default subnet mask of class A, class B, class C is there. Okay, guys, that's it. The next afternoon we'll see the part 2 of networking about what is a logical network and subnet mask, and what is private IP and public IP address, what is NAT, what is PAT. Okay, how to calculate network IDs, how to calculate network ID, what is broadcast ID. Those are all there. So we'll go to that one also. Okay, that's it. So you can disconnect it again. Class is back. Okay, so we'll back at 2:45. Start logging at 2:45 p.m. Class starts at 3. Okay, class starts at 3 o'clock in afternoon. Same link, no link differences. Okay, same link only.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so it's I didn't check
Okay,
the time
sir.
properly.